Australians are expected to spend an estimated $1 billion on medicinal cannabis this year as use of the drug skyrockets. Exclusive data reveals reliance has quadrupled in just 2 years and illicit marijuana use is climbing too. Laura Turner reports.
In another life, Michael Perman used to smoke illicit marijuana.
I was smoking cannabis at the time to treat chronic pain.
When medical marijuana was legalised, he says it transformed his life.
When I was prescribed the oxycodone, he lived in a perpetual fog, which is where cannabis I found extremely useful in that it allowed me to gain clarity.
The Cannabis in Australia report reveals spending has skyrocketed from $230 million 2 years ago to a predicted $1 billion by the end of this year. Spending correlates with usage, which jumped from just 3.9% of survey respondents in 2019 to almost 30% admitting they use prescription marijuana.
It's used in an incredibly diverse range of conditions. And obviously it's doctors that are making those decisions.
The data coming on the day the federal parliament is voting on a bill to legalise the drug. Labor and the coalition have long opposed it amid crime, public and mental health concerns.
Millions and millions of Australians have been calling for this reform now for decades.
Australia spends more than $2 billion a year on law enforcement over the drug, but in 2019 domestic and border seizures amounted to less than 3% of the 441 tonnes of cannabis Australians are estimated to consume. A trend towards a less punitive approach to cannabis use is highlighted in Victoria, where the most recent data shows a majority of Victorians support a regulated adult cannabis use model and 66% support drug education for young people rather than punishment. Just 15% have the opposing view.
The reality is that what we've been doing for over 70 years at this point hasn't worked.
The new data fuelling the fight to legalise the drug for personal use.
I think if we learn from our mistakes in relation to tobacco, learn from our mistakes in relation to alcohol, we could actually have a regulated adult use market in Australia.
Laura Turner, 9 News.